A couple of days I was around on Facebook in camera groups and I was posting some stills from my upcoming work. And from one scene I got really often the question, dude, how did you achieve that cool look with the colored background? So of course I was answering it really often and I thought to myself, what a coincidence. Actually you wanted to reboot this channel which you're working on and make a video. So we are here and I'm really pleased to welcome you to Shutterhouse. I'm Conrad and today I'm gonna show you how to achieve that look with two lights, one background, which one it is and why it's my favorite. So roll that intro. So let's start with the background. Which one did I pick? Of course gray. Why this? Because it's so versatile. If you overexpose it with light, it becomes white. If you underexpose it by distance or no light, it becomes black. If you throw on an RGB light, it gets a saturated color because it's a middle gray. It works great. If you try the same with RGB light on white, it looks wash out or it will never achieve the look you want to have. Black really absorbs a lot of light. It will only work a little in the middle and have a heavy vignetting or heavy border around the whole wall. So it's not suitable for it. Black and white is only good if you want to achieve a high key look or a low key look, or if you want to absorb or reflect some light. My gray background is actually a pop-up background with the dimensions of 2 by 230, but if you ask me for a recommendation, I would go, if you can put it on a roll, I would go with vinyl. But if you get it, get one with an aluminum pipe because it will bend otherwise if you use cardboard. The other thing you have to keep in mind, if you also use strobes on it, it can be really harsh because it will reflect a little bit. So if you use strobes, you should consider to get diffusion on your strobes or go with paper. But paper has so many downsides. It's super expensive, it gets dirty really fast, and it breaks really fast. It rips apart. What you don't have, because vinyl is super stable, it's wrinkle-free, I love it. You clean it up, you can also use a wet tissue. If you're looking for a budget solution, don't go with this cheap Amazon or eBay backgrounds because they are really folded and wrinkly and you cannot iron them because the material contains some cheap plastics and they actually break immediately. Step 2 is the RGB light. We will place it behind us, really close to us, and my recommendation is to get a decent panel with some barn doors. You can also use that small handy lights you get nowadays from Aputure, but they will only work for talking heads. You cannot make the whole body and you don't have enough white space to the left and to the right with this colored light. You should go with something which has at least 80 RGB lights in a 60 watt light. I recommend the GVM, the Great Video Makers light, for this purpose because they are affordable and they will do the job really great. Step 3 is our Keylight. For the setup you will need a rectangular softbox. Octagon will not work properly because it will spill too much light, and of course the honeycomb will help to cope even more the light so it will not spill around. My recommendation is to move that softbox only when it hits you slightly and not with so much percentage. I have the FV150 from Godox and I turned it on 10% because it's a 150 watt light and it worked perfectly well. So this is our setup in a nutshell. I have here the Phaotech Ching to move around the camera because I'm clearly too far away even when it's a wide angle lens, but I wanted to show you the whole setup. Behind me this is really 2 meter by 2 by 30, so as you can see the light goes really wide. Above me we have our overhead microphone, and let's move to the softbox. You can clearly see that's why I made actually the background red. We have here, in the corner, the FV150 by Godox, and we have here the softbox. What I wanted to show you, I have to go a little bit down. What happens when I move the light more to me? It will spill all over our background, and this is not the effect we want to have. This is our setup without any light, just the gray background and myself, our key light and our background light. As you can see on the right side, I have a really harsh fall off because of the shadow. There's not so much light. You can get rid of it by adding just a cheap reflector. But I'm too lazy at the moment to hold it the whole time. And I want to also show you what you can also do. You can use, even when it's not enough for background filling, you can use that as edge light or hair light. And it's also an RGB light. And with this, you can actually achieve a really modern or 80s inspired neon look, and I really like this from time to time. So it's really versatile, as you said, and if you don't fall in love with the gray background and with RGB lights, I cannot help you. I hope you fell not only in love with the gray background or the RGB lights, also with this channel. And if you want to show me appreciation, leave a like and a subscribe here, and also you can ring this little bell. And if you have any questions, recommendations or topics I should cover in the next time, write me a comment. I will answer you on this, or I will also consider to make your topics. So this was Shutterhouse. I'm Konrad. See you in the next one.